Being once again an engineer, I haven't read too many poetries, and the only few poetries I could remember, actually I was trying to remember all the English poems that I knew, and one was, I think, the Battle of Life Brigade. One more was, being a boy, we were all interested in wars and all. So they could convey valor and heroism, but I haven't read too many poems that conveys the subtler feelings which all of us experience. And I think after a very, very long time, I think I could read something which would invoke those same feelings and emotions of those days. The publisher, Suresh Chandra Sharma Garu, had just mentioned that reading poetry or a book is a silent interaction. And when you read textbooks, you're only conveying facts. But when you read poetry, you interpret the poetry. Each interaction is very different. If I read the poetry, I interpret it very differently. If you read it, you may interpret it differently. But I think the feelings that conveyed are the same. And I think that is what Sandhya Viplav Garu has achieved. We all should remember, especially I think we were all very one close-knit family. Now, of course, we are going apart, and definitely our breed of politicians have, I think, we are going apart from the old family we were. And a lot of politicians, a lot of my fellow member of parliament, including Dr. Buranasaya Garu, fondly remembers how we were one single large family, much more closely than before. Because now, of course, we have responsibilities, we have different roles, and a lot of us have gone back to their old jobs. We don't have an opportunity to come together and share those same feelings. And I think this gives us an opportunity to remember that shared feeling of the entire Telangana community. What is very remarkable is, even today, most of the politicians, regardless of parties, have respect for that movement and that feeling, regardless of their affiliation. And I think the people behind, some of the greatest people behind that were sitting right here on the dais, and you know them all. They say no movement can sustain purely because of intellectual activity. No movement, such a large movement, can sustain because of political activity. And definitely no movement can sustain because of guns and bullets. There was a similar situation in Central America, the Sandinista movements. They tried political, they failed. They tried violence, they failed. And the government chased the revolutionary into the hills, and they went up to the hills. It was then the poets and the singers and the balladeers who went back to the hills and brought the Sandinista revolutionary force back. And when the poets and the revolutionary joined, that's when they won their goals and their battles. And that was exactly what happened here in the Telangana agitation. Of late, time management is a big issue for me, because being a first-time politician, I do everything half and leave the other half open. And what was very amazing is, I was just wondering, Sandhya Viplav Garu is a doctor, a homemaker, and how did she find the time to do all this? I met her wonderful children, and of course I know her husband. Today I met her mother. And very aptly, she dedicated this book to her parents, her husband and her family, I think, and her children. So I'm always amazed of you, Sandhya Garu. I congratulate you, and I think everyone gave the title of Nightingale, aptly gave you the title of Nightingale. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for allowing me to share this moment. Thank you.